everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school wrestling. The Cardinals hosting a Northwest Suburban Conference Triangular this evening as they start with the Park Center Pirates. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, right on the edge of the mat.
We are on
for the Alumni Night celebration.
Yeah, we couldn't get any closer to the action. We may get we may get some sweat on us at this point. We're as close to the mat we are, but this should be fun. I love these events. A lot of pomp and circumstances always at wrestling, but you know, just concentrate on one ring, and it should be a lot of fun. A couple of challenges for the Cardinals. They'll start with Park Center, and then they'll finish in the last match of the night with Totino-Grace, who's in the Lean and Mean in AA.
Yeah, they have a handful of guys that are ranked top 10. Cardinals' only remaining ranked wrestler, Jack Bridenstine, who's been there all season long, one of their senior captains. This is Samurai Al-Karawi taking on Samson Taumua.
A couple of ninth graders going on the mat.
Well, and senior captain Alex Zhang, who normally is in the 107 spot, is the other Cardinal who has spent time in the top 10s. He has slipped out recently.
He's got his opponent in a world of hurt.
Great move from the takedown straight to a pinning combination and 4 near fall points and a quick 7-0 lead for Al-Karawi. Great half Nelson to get him turned over. He's going to get some more back points here, if not able to push him flat. They're very close, almost midway through this first half, or this first period. And I don't think Taumua is going to survive. There it is at 1:05 in the first period. Samurai Al-Karawi starts it with a pin.
So the Cards start out nice with that pin, take the quick 6-0 lead. And we are joined by the coaching legend, Bob Adams. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We certainly love having you in the booth to actually talk about somebody who knows about wrestling, and Joe and I can just sit and listen and learn.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited to be here.
Giovanni Yang against Alex Zhang at 114. And Coach, I'm sure you've watched a lot of the Cardinals throughout the season. How big is it to have a very solid 107?
It's nice. The spark plug is usually the first guy on the mat. There's a nice fireman's carry by Alex. Alex has really had a great season this year. He's probably on the bubble to go to the state tournament. He was ranked number 10 at the beginning of the year. He's dropped out of the rankings, but I'm not sure. I think he's going to be a great, pleasant surprise.
Solid cradle, and Yang is in a whole lot of trouble again midway through the first period. Cardinals trying to go back-to-back with quick pins.
And they do.
109. And that's got to be big too, not only to get the bonus points, but in a tri-meet where you have a tougher opponent waiting in the wings to get it done as quick as possible in your first match of the night.
That's true. Saving that energy for the later matches always helps.
How is it looking from this lens now when you're not the head coach of this team? How has that affected you?
I knew you were going to ask me that question.
I did it right off the bat.
I really enjoy watching. I'm probably a bigger fan than most coaches. I don't get enough of wrestling in most cases. Although I haven't been in the room a lot this year. I've been to quite a few of the matches. But I don't like having the pressure. You know, I don't like the preparation for the dual meets. I was really big on trying to know every team's their matchups. The matchups are critical in dual meets because that's what wins dual meets for you. When you can find a better matchup, and Tronson is great at finding good matchups.
Yep, absolutely.
So, but I'd spend many nights studying the other teams' lineups to see how we could improve.
Well, and that I think is, across all sports, the behind the scenes work that goes into being the head coach and being the one to make the ultimate decisions is a lot of parents, a lot of casual viewers may not understand just how much work there is behind the scenes.
Yeah, and again, I've always kind of wondered the number of hours I put in compared to the number of hours an NFL football coach puts in. It's probably pretty darn close.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And but I didn't get paid millions of dollars like they do.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, there's a nice duck under by Park Center.
This is Zay Vang for Park Center against Michael Demko-Heil, just an 8th grader, getting the call up against the Pirates.
But I know even though you're not the head coach of the Cardinals, I know you're still very involved in wrestling because I know you're constantly busy doing other things at the younger levels, I believe, right?
Yep, I coach. I try to get into the Matt Bennett room as much as I can. 2 nights a week we practice, K through 6th grade, and I really enjoy that.
Cool.
We've got some really good young talent coming up that I like watching them develop, and the first few years of a wrestler's career are probably the most important. Setting their foundation is critically important for their success, and I think we got about 10 or 12 really good kids coming up in our Matt Bennett club.
That's great.
Vang able to earn the takedown right on the edge of the ring. And a 2-point near fall. Pushes his lead to 8-0.
Yeah, he's an aggressive wrestler, and he's gotten off to a quick start.
And you talk about the strategy of who's going to place where for which meet. More goes into it, the more multi meet events you're in. But to get an 8th grader an opportunity to step up to the varsity level and get a little experience against a senior wrestler on the other side is big for you, especially looking forward to tournament time right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And a variety of takedowns for Vang in this match. This one has Demko-Heil in some trouble. Trying to fight back to his base.
Yeah, he's trying not to get turned.
Vang's got pretty good leverage on that right shoulder. And now tying up the left arm underneath. And Demko-Heil in some trouble, 35 seconds left.
He's got to keep fighting on the bottom. As soon as you stop fighting on the bottom,
that happens.
That's when the referee hits the mat. A lot of referees, if they see you're fighting to stay off, to keep from being prevented, it certainly helps in the decision of the referee whether to hit the mat or not. How about our girls team? Our girls team.
We talked about that. I've been talking about them on Sports Night. That's fantastic.
Our girls team has been really doing well.
I love to see it.
To talk about a program that I think 2 years ago had like 4 or 6 girls, to a team that last year got their very first duel under their belt, to a team that has 13, 14 duels this season. That's fantastic.
Yep, and I think we have 14 girls out this year, which last year we had 4, so we're growing.
Yeah, and they have a solid record, I know, going into this tonight.
And they went toe-to-toe with, I think it was Hastings. Hastings has 40 girls
wow.
Oh, wow.
out for their team. And they were ranked pretty high, and we lost to them, but it was a good duel.
Ribeiro rolls out of it. Vang has a three-point takedown. This is Nico Vang now against Cardinal captain Tyler Ribeiro.
Coon Rapids has Anoka tomorrow night at Anoka. That'll be an interesting match.
Yeah, I think Anoka was rated 9 today in the guillotine.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess QCTV is going to be covering that tomorrow night.
Are they now?
Yeah. That's what a little bird told me. A little birdie in my ear said.
Quick stand-up for Ribeiro, earns the escape. His first point, trailing 3-1. Vang quick on the ankle.
Tyler needs a better sprawl. He's got to be ready for that. He's got to lower his stance. Stance is a little too high.
Great speed from Vang. He's trying to get the cradle in underneath.
Yep, that's a near side cradle. He's got the leg hook too.
You're just trying to roll him over.
Way to stop the cradle is to lay as flat as you can be. That's what Tyler's trying to do.
And ride it out until you get that sound.
Best way to stop a cradle is don't get into it.
Yeah.
That's good advice. I like that.
A lot easier said than done.
Right?
Well, and you talk about Tyler's stance a little bit higher. He's a taller, longer wrestler than his opponent, and obviously Vang is quick. What a great counter through the headlock, and still hasn't earned the takedown. Now there it is, and he's got Vang in some trouble.
There it is. Come on.
Pulling that head up, and there it is.
Nice
What a
job,
great
Tyler.
counter into a pin for Tyler Ribeiro.
There's a lot of intensity on the face of Adam Tronson here tonight. He's, obviously coming in big shoes to fill, but he's done such a nice job with this program.
Adam has done a great job.
Really, really done wonderful things.
I would never have retired if I wouldn't have known it was going to be in good hands.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I'd have stuck
Well, you learned
around.
from the best, right?
Well, I learned from the best.
Yes,
I learned
you
from
did. Absolutely.
Jeff Swenson in college.
Yep.
I coached at college for 10 years. And I think Jeff Swenson was considered probably one of the best coaches in the country.
Nice.
Well, and we've been talking recently about Coach Scott Storick. He's going to be inducted into the Minnesota Tennis Coaches Association Hall of Fame next month, and the stability that the tennis program has had is, again, the wrestling, tennis, and baseball have really had great stability at the top in the coaching position. Baseball just getting to their fourth coach in history. Tronson just number 3, correct? Was Borden Highland before you together?
Borden Highland were before me, yes.
Yep.
And then him,
Tronson.
right? He's number 3. And Storick, I
He will
believe,
be
is
3,
number
yes.
2.
Yep.
Pivic was I believe the original tennis
I think so. Correct.
coach, and then Storick. So it's pretty amazing to think about the history of the school and the fact that those 3 programs have had that kind of stability at the top.
It certainly helps.
Well, and you have to love what you're doing to stay with it that long. And you obviously loved coaching, and you did it a long time.
I loved Coach Bord. That's why I continued to coach, because I just wanted to. My senior year in high school, our team, we knocked off Anoka. They had won 50 consecutive dual meets. We were the first team to beat them. I think they had won 2 state titles, and then a couple of our kids got in trouble and got kicked off the team. And then the next week we were at the section tournament. We wrestled Anoka in the finals again, and we got beat. And I just remember the pain I saw on Coach Bord's face back then. I thought that hurt. But it was a chance to go to the state tournament that, obviously.
And these two kids, were they have made a difference in the final score?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they would have.
I assume so.
So here we are, flash forward to 2026. How cool is it to see not only Noah Glenn graduating and coming back, and all of the alumni that have been part of this staff, but now to see and Muffy, who was the manager, and now their son is out there wrestling varsity.
It's a small world, and
amazing.
And the wrestling world is awesome. Nixon Glenn is going to be an animal down the road. This kid has paid his dues. He's only in 9th grade.
Yep.
Ninth grader.
Ninth grade, and I'm looking forward to watching him for the next 3 years because he has turned the corner. And
That's great to hear.
He's been doing so much better, and his confidence is only going to grow.
Plus, his dad's a coach.
And his dad's a coach.
Yep. So that helps a lot, as you know.
Yeah, Muffy is also instrumental in our program.
Absolutely.
And does a great job. She's up at the table right now for the alumni table, checking alumni in for tonight. And
yeah, it's an exciting night. Always nice when we're here and it's alumni night. We see a lot of people we've watched wrestle over the years.
Are you coming to Boulevard after the match with us? Free food, Joe.
Free food. Yeah, free food. You notice how he goes right to you.
Right.
Free food, Joe.
Free food?
Hey, I'm there.
So a 4-0 lead now. Kai Beatty getting the escape to start the second period. And you talk about paying your dues, and we talk about how young he is, a freshman, and an inadvertent finger in the eye, and Beatty went down quick.
Nixon, he's got a lower stance a little bit. He's got to work on his stance, getting that lower so he doesn't give up the easy takedown. But then once he gets on top, it's cradle time.
Well, and I was just before the finger in the eye, I was gonna mention, you go out there as a freshman, you're still paying your dues, and you're up against a senior captain for the other team. Strength can get you out of certain things, but experience is hard to find its equal.
Well, experience, I don't think there's any replacement for experience. I mean, I've known some really weaker wrestlers, strength-wise, that have been successful because they had experience. They knew what to do, when to do it, how to stay out of trouble. But I've always said that strength is the great equalizer in the sport of wrestling. Strength is definitely good.
Yeah, it's important.
Well, and endurance can be such a big part of it too. I mean, I have great respect for wrestling. I don't know that many other sports demand you to be 100% of the time, whistle to whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Here comes the cradle.
we can get it.
He's got long levers.
He
That
does.
certainly
There he
helps, and he does have it. Just trying to get Beatty rolled over, and Beatty doing what you had said, trying to stay as flat as possible.
Yep.
And he was able to break out of the cradle, at least momentarily.
Able to get some points.
Oh yeah, the takedown puts in, makes it a one.
Nice
point,
roll.
but then a reversal for Beatty, and he's got Glenn in a little bit of trouble. 2 more near fall.
Get your 1-point escape. You got short time. You got 10 seconds. Needs that point.
8-3 at this point.
And Beatty will ride it to the buzzer and take that 5-point lead to period 3. And Glenn chooses the neutral position. One takedown each way. A takedown for Beatty in the first, a takedown for Glenn in the second. Strong leverage from Glenn, and you see him reaching for that right leg over the top.
I just can't get him to turn, though. You got the takedown, though. 3 points.
And that puts him in the lead.
Boy, three-point takedowns.
Oh, wait. No,
8-6.
Make a huge difference since they made that rule change.
Yep.
Oldest sport known to man, and we still don't know what the rules are.
Well, it was interesting to me the first time that we did one, because I was like, wait, how did their numbers get? Why the change?
They made the change because if I take you down one time, I'm ahead. Under the old rules, I was ahead 2-0. You get an escape, and at the end of the period, it's 2-1. You choose down, you get another escape. It's tied 2-2, and really you haven't done anything. So
okay.
So they changed the rules because they wanted to reward the more aggressive person.
Right.
So that's why they made the rule changes.
Well, now 20 seconds left, an 8-point lead, and now that escape becomes crucial. Oh, escape would still be a major, right? 7. Need a reversal in 16 seconds.
Come on, Nixon. Yeah, and then they have a 4-point near fall now too. So there's a lot more tech falls in the sport, and they did it to make it a little bit more exciting, I think, as well. You can score 7 points in a hurry.
Right.
A feet to back move is, 7 points. That's where before it was only 5.
This is going to be a 14-6 major decision for Kai Beatty.
That's an 18-10 Cardinal lead.
At 149 pounds, for Park Center, Tony Hula, and for Coon Rapids, Ben Rosendahl.
So I looked over and I saw Jack Bridenstine on the edge of the mat with his headgear on,
as well.
and I put him in my scorebook, and then
now you got to take him out, and you're writing in pen too, so it's not like you can erase it.
Tony Mua is on the mat for Park Center against Ben Rosendahl. The early takedown, a couple of near fall points as well. Rosendahl just an 8th grader, so the second 8th grader we've seen for Coon Rapids in the first 6 weight classes.
Well, the youth program here, obviously, at Coon Rapids, always a big contributor, always strong in developing young wrestlers.
Yep, my son Jason, who's running, he's the coach of the Matt Bandit Club.
Yep.
And he's doing a great job down there.
Great.
Yeah, we ran into him the other night
we
when
did.
we were here for a basketball game.
Yep.
I had a chance to catch up with him a bit.
I go to the little kids matches, and I'm just impressed when every single kid, and I mean every single kid, they get a takedown, and bam, they slap that cradle on.
That's great.
And that just tells me that, Jason's doing a great job, and the other coaches are doing a great job coaching.
Strong double leg takedown for Rosendahl. Couldn't get behind Mua. Good counter, and then goes to the hip toss, and he's trying to get into a control position. Not able to do so. Counter moves and more counter moves. And then a slip by Rosendahl and putting himself in some trouble. There is the takedown and some near fall points.
And he's in danger of getting pinned.
Keep fighting.
Able to get to the front.
4-point near fall and a 12-1 lead as we get to the end of the first period. And as we talked about, experience, there's no there is no substitute for experience, but how do you get it? You get them out there in a varsity situation as an 8th grader, and to Rosendal's credit, great counter move a couple of times, but then a little bit of a slip, put himself in a tough position.
Experience is important.
A little bit of a bloody lip.
Yeah, I think he's dealing with something else as well.
The only high school sport that has a blood timer.
Yep.
Yep, they get
Some Vaseline, that'll do it.
Yep.
they get 5 minutes of blood time.
What happens
Five
after
minutes.
that?
You're disqualified if you use up the 5 time.
Oh,
5
wow.
minutes.
Okay.
Oh, per match?
It's per individual
Individual match.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have blood time and
Great aggressive move out of the timeout, but
nice double. He's got to finish it though.
yep. That was the same thing, right? And then Mula with a strong counter move in both instances.
Getting back to that blood time, they get 5 minutes of blood time, but once they stop the bleeding, the time clock stops.
Okay.
And then that's called cleanup time. They can clean up the mats or clean up the blood on the kid.
Well, and especially in today's world where, in other sports, if there's just a drop of blood on the jersey, some officials will make you change the jersey
Absolutely.
immediately.
Yeah.
Mua just forcing himself chest to chest and bending Rosendahl back to the mat. And that is going to be the tech fall.
The victory by technical fall in a time of 2 minutes 51 seconds. Tony Mua.
So
That'll cut
go
the
ahead.
deficit to just 3 points. Now we get to see Jack Bridenstine moving up to 145.
At 145 pounds for Bart Center, Tyler Liebens. And for Coon Rapids,
Tyler Liebens
Bridenstine.
will get the assignment to go out against the Cardinals' best wrestler.
Yeah, he's had a nice year as well.
Jack's had a great career.
Yep. Very great career. Absolutely.
Looking to go to state for the 4th straight year.
3-point takedown, Red.
He said, I want to get on the Ring of Honor out in the hallway. I'm in the wrestling room hall, the plaques in the wrestling room. He said, I want to be in the hallway upstairs where everybody sees me.
That's a good goal.
It is a good
he's
goal.
got a goal. When Ryan won the state championship, he was the first in, I don't remember how long it was. It was a very long time. And then after that, you had, 5 or 6 in the matter of the next 10 years.
We had 7.
7.
7, yep.
It's impressive.
And is that going all the way up to was it that just in 21? Blanking on the heavyweight.
We had Mike, I can't remember Mike's last name.
4-point near fall.
I should have brought my banquet book with me. Gavin Layton.
Gavin Layton. There we
Yep.
go.
Yep.
It was
Once
on the tip of my tongue. I could
Yep.
see him.
Yep.
Really solid athlete, too. Also a great football player.
That's why I got away from that alumni table. I couldn't remember any of the kids' names coming up. No, Gavin was tough.
Well, history and the program's had a history of solid heavyweights.
We've been blessed with heavyweights, and we got another one coming up that is going to be awfully good.
Bridenstine has just dominated this, by the way,
he
as
has.
we've been talking about everything but.
But his,
But Breinstein's starting to tick me off a little bit. He's starting to take down some of the records on that board in there. His name's going to be up there on a few spots. I'm pretty
for
sure.
him.
He's done a great job. And
Tech fall in just 142.
the thing that I love about Jack Breinstein is he's such a humble kid. You know, he's such a great wrestler, and you know, he'd probably never even tell you he was a wrestler if you met him on the street.
Right.
He's just a very humble kid, and he's going to be wrestling in college. His dad told me last week. So
Where is he going?
he's not sure yet.
Okay.
But he's got 4 or 5 places he's looking at.
Good for him.
Camden Thomas on the mat for the Cardinals at 152. Jaden Vang is his opponent in green and black. You know, we talk about the health of the girls program, but really the boys program too. One of the harder hit programs really after COVID. So really nice to see the numbers have rebounded, and they're able to you know, have a little bit stronger numbers throughout.
Yeah, I think our numbers are doing very well. Our middle school, they probably have about 30 kids out there. Our Matt Bandit Club, I think we have about 80 kids. 70, 80.
After the tech fall for Bridenstine, it's a 23-15 Coon Rapids lead. Just over midway through the first period here at 152. Thomas and Vang have yet to score. Good attempt to get underneath, but Vang stays wide. Vang being the aggressor, but getting caught underneath. A good counter move by Thomas to get around behind and finish the takedown.
Well, and Vang was trying to get the quickness on that, but he wasn't able to. Nice job there, just making sure he didn't.
Camden's working on a cradle here. He's got to try to get him flat on the mat first. It's a little bit harder if they're on their knees.
Green defers. Red chooses down.
Thomas takes a 3-0 lead into the second.
It's a very quick escape for Thomas to push his lead to 4.
He's a strong young man.
You talk about Bridenstine, you know, rewriting some of the record books, and I wonder if this current scoring had been in place when Ryan in particular had been a senior, how many more tech falls he would have had, how much earlier. In all the years that we have done this, one of the most intense athletes that we have ever witnessed.
Oh, for sure.
And for him to break his leg at the beginning of the year and then go through to a state championship without ever being taken down.
It's amazing.
He only gave up a 2-point reversal at the end of the year in the state championship match. Other than escapes, he gave guys escapes, but never gave up a single offensive point until his championship match. He gave up a 2-point reversal. It's a sign of dominance.
Yep.
Very proud of him. Both my sons, they were both very, very humble, and I like that. They, just like Jack Bridenstine, they probably would never know that Ryan was a wrestler if he met him on the street. Or Jason.
But they're both very good wrestlers.
Well,
very good wrestlers.
For them to both win state championships, and then Carter came through and won a state championship as well, was quite the streak
Yeah, it was a good, what, about 10 years maybe? It was a good time.
Was it Engstrom, the
Jason Engstrom?
Jason
Yep.
Engstrom had a championship? Seamus O'Grady
Seamus O'Grady for sure. I was just going to say
was
that.
in there.
And Seamus was a phenomenal wrestler.
Big takedown for Vang right at the end of the period and he's gonna get some near fall points, and he'll take a lead into the third period.
All right, Camden, here we go. It's gut check time. Third period.
No points until the final 10 seconds of that period, that second period for Vang, and he goes into the third up 6-4.
No, that's a good strategy to have. You score at the end of the period, the other kid doesn't get the time to recover or answer. Score at the end of the period. Camden's got to get off his knees. You cannot get stuck on your knees. One knee, yes, not two. Come on, Camden. Looks like he's struggling here. I don't know if he's hurt or what.
5 minutes in,
Yeah,
I'd be hurting.
Yeah. I'd be hurting 30 seconds in the first period.
Howie, I've still, all these years, I've wanted to see you and Joe out on that mat. I want to know.
Joe'd kill me. He's 16 years younger than me.
I do have that advantage.
And I'm getting up there now.
You're in pretty good shape for an old guy.
man. For an old man.
And,
you.
and that's why one of the questions I always used to ask our wrestlers the first day or two of wrestling practice was, why are you wrestling? Why? And the answer I was always looking for was, I want to know.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm tough, but I don't know how tough I am until I find out on the mat.
Well, wrestling, again, a sport that will absolutely make you test your limits if you want to have any success.
It really is a beautiful sport because, you know, I've always thought it's kind of odd where these kids, they come out for a sport, and I've always looked at wrestling as basically it's a fight. You know, no kicking, no biting, no scratching, but you know, it's a hard-fought physical conflict.
Endurance.
And we're going to make a deal on Thursday night at Coon Rapids High School. We're gonna fight at 5 o'clock and see who comes out on top. And every school agrees to it. You know?
Which is great.
School sponsored.
But you're right, it's the oldest sport known to man.
It is.
This one's going to go to Jaden Vang as he's just holding on for a 9-5 decision. We wind to the final buzzer.
9-5 decision, Jaden Vang.
So Neil and I were looking through some old tape the other day, and we found the one where Ryan shaved your head, Joe. If you remember that one, Ryan shaved.
Is that when we came into the studio?
Yeah, there were a whole bunch of guys.
That was the whole team.
The whole team was in the studio.
and the whole team was given the opportunity to shave my head.
Ryan did it.
I made the same offer to Jason when he won 2 years later, and he turned me down. And I think we had him in, and
we did, I believe,
and did a post interview with the state champion, but.
And you know, Ryan was pretty good to you. Didn't shave it too close.
No, there were discussions of that. If you don't remember, there were definitely discussions.
It's a great video to watch
before that that happened on live television.
Yep, that was fun.
I'll have to bring that up with Ryan. I think he would look good in a mohawk.
Who, Joe would?
Yeah, Joe would have looked good in a mohawk.
I know I'd like to have seen that.
They have open on here. I'm going to guess this is Isaiah Griffiths.
At 160?
For Park Center against the Cardinals' Gavin Conway. Griffiths is just listed as a freshman. He's very long.
Yes, he is.
And you can't teach height in wrestling.
You cannot.
It's really, you know, a lot of the times when I was coaching, I'd look to see how tall the guy is, and sometimes I choose not to go underneath. Tall guys are, you know, if they know how to cradle, they can cradle you from left field.
I was going to say they're tough. That's definitely a tough one.
Yeah, we discussed the inability to coach height last night in
We
this
did,
very
in
same
basketball.
field house. Yeah, the boys basketball team had a lineup on the floor with 5 guys, not a single 6-footer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they regularly have a starting lineup with 4 guys under 6 foot.
Well, I played basketball up until 7th grade. I scored 2 points one year.
1 year.
1 year. Both free throws.
At least you got 2 points.
I got 2 points. All my buddies were basketball players. Then I tried gymnastics, and I broke both my wrists at the same time. On the first day of practice.
That's great for wrestling.
I fell off the high bar, and so I decided to join wrestling instead.
Good choice.
Yeah, I was going to say it's done well for you.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Wrestling has been good to you, and you've been good to wrestling.
I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, we need to win this match here. This match is a little closer than I thought. Park Center is an improved program too. I remember years ago they'd show up with, you know, 3, 4, 5 forfeits in their lineup.
Right.
I don't know. I think they have a full team tonight, don't they?
Well, they had this open, but obviously we're wrestling at 160. That's a solid takedown for Conway.
Yeah, they did have it open on the lineup. And I know Totino, who the Cardinals are going to rest a little bit later, they've got a nice program as well.
Totino's going to be a tough duel.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
I know they have about 5 guys rated in the top 10 in different weight classes in AA.
How much difference is there really when it comes to that though? And if you're 133 pounds, just AA versus AAA, I suppose you see higher level of opponent, but I've got to imagine in wrestling it's got to be pretty close because I mean you're 133 pounds regardless of what size the school is that you attend.
You know, in the AA, a lot of those schools are just as good as the AAA schools, and the reason for that is they're small towns like Foley, Simley. You know, Foley, year after year, they put a good program on the mat, and the whole town, when they go to the state tournament, the whole town shuts down.
Oh, I bet.
And everybody goes to St. Paul to watch the state tournament. You know, and there are some instances when, you know, we wrestled Simley a number of years ago, and they were 2-time state champs, and we beat them. And, you know, I don't know what happened that year. Maybe it was one of their softer teams. I'm not sure, but they were still a quality program. And so sometimes a AAA team is, you know, if you have a solid program, you can go with any team,
right.
You know. But AA teams never look past the AA teams.
Yeah, Simley's rated number 1 in AA.
Yeah, and I would think even more so is the individuals. You know, when you talk about the number 5 ranked guy at 133 in AA versus the number 5 guy ranked in 3A, I've got to imagine they're still both 133 pounds.
Right, and that's why I kind of wish we would go to one class for individual.
For individual state tournament?
State tournament, yeah. Let's find out who the real champ is.
That would be a large bracket.
It would be, but you could have, you know,
you could make it work.
Regionals. You could have a regional tournament in order to get there.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
You know, some of the old timers they talk about, well, back then there was only one class or 2 classes. When I wrestled, it was 2 classes. but there weren't as many wrestlers back
Sure.
then. So that's why they created a third class, is because wrestling has grown over the years. You know, back then there was probably 3,000, when there was one class, there was 3,000 kids around the state wrestling, but now there's 10,000 kids.
Amazing. Yeah, the sport has continued to grow.
Well, again, I have, here we're just doing a tri-meet, which these have become far more popular over the last 5 to 10 years. But tournaments always, wrestling teams go and they're used to having 3 or 4 meets in a day.
Right.
And I look at it and go, you exert so much over just one 6-minute match to have 3 or 4 of those in the same day. And then, if you turn around and have it for something as important as a regional or a state championship, the exhaustion level.
And that's what I've always preached, is conditioning isn't a 6-minute match.
No.
A conditioning is 5 6-minute matches in one day. That's conditioning.
That's a huge, huge pin for Conway. I wasn't even sure how he got him over the top there.
With a victory by fall in 3 minutes and
But
We needed that pin.
That was a big pin.
Conway.
Puts a 29-18 lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, when you wrestle numerous matches in a day, your muscles get tired.
Yeah, you have to be deeply conditioned for that.
At 172 pounds for Park Center, Jonas King, and for Coon Rapids, Vache Eberlidze.
Vashi Abradlidze, another Cardinal captain, having an outstanding season on the match at 172.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's really having a nice year, too.
Vachi's doing a great job.
Yep.
Really strong athlete.
Yep.
He will be a big part of this lineup and a big part of the football lineup come next school year.
See, he should be there. He just grabbed the elbow. And that stopped. Park Center tried to roll him, and Vachi grabbed his elbow just at the last second.
Vachi's quick.
This is going to be a good match.
Jonas King with the takedown after a couple of counters back and forth. Getting control of that left arm.
One of the reasons they got, there's hardly any. Anoka's a dual meet tomorrow night, but most teams have gone to triangulars or quads because they've added more matches to the season. You're allowed 45 matches now, where before it used to be 36. So
that's a
big jump.
significant increase.
Yeah, so you get 9 more matches a year. But the number of dates you can compete, I think, is still at 18. So you have no choice but to make them.
Sure.
To get that to that level, you got to have triangulars.
And again, the amount of stamina, effort, endurance, all of those things that goes into just one, to me, is impressive when you look at wrestlers. And then you put a couple back-to-back. Reversal for Abradlidze. Late in this first period. Trying to prevent the escape, but he is unable to do so. So it'll be a 4-2 lead for Jonas King going to the second period.
Yeah, it was nice to get that for King to get that 1 point, as he's able to get that escape before the clock ran out.
There's a nice snap down. Oh, there's the 3 and a cradle. There we go.
Yep.
Hold him. Come on. Attaboy.
Abradlidze takes him right to the mat and in a serious pinch.
He was able to roll out of it.
4-point near fall, Red.
A 4-point near fall gives him a 9-4 lead.
And there's that quick 7 points we were talking about earlier. King continuing to work for that reversal. Ebralidze trying to stay in a power position. But he's lost him. He's so far back.
Yeah, it's tough for him to get. He's so close to being off the mat.
He's got a whizzer on that arm, pulling the other arm down. It's called a whizzer.
Well, there he's able to get a little more even at least. Not let King slip behind him.
Stay on the mat. Keep your foot on the mat. There you go. That should be 2.
Well, he already had the
He's got
takedown.
a
He
leg
was
hook. Cradle should be 2. Has he got his hands clasped? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I love the out of bounds rule that change. You know, as long as you have a toe on the mat, you're on the mat. It takes all the judgment out of it.
What's that?
Now, the rule now to be out of bounds, as long as they have a toe
Yeah, that I get.
or a finger on the mat, they're still
That's
wrestling on the mat. Where in years past, it was 2 supporting points,
Okay, I got you.
which made it really difficult sometimes in the referee's judgment to determine whether they had 1 point or 2 supporting points on the mat.
It's a solid second period for Ebralidze. He will have the 12-5 lead going into the third. They start in the neutral.
Sprawl. There's 3 more.
Yeah, again, he's just using his quickness.
And that's the other thing that's always fascinated me about wrestling is you have several dozen coaches in the stands
Yeah, always.
for every match.
I love it.
They're all pretty much yelling the same thing. So at least it seems everyone's kind of on the same page.
Usually.
Trying to get him to his back, and
Love to get bonus points here.
Get out
Now
of
got
there,
himself into some trouble.
Come on, Vachi, get out of there. Keep fighting, Vachi, keep fighting. Bridge, he's got 35 seconds. He's got to fight out of this.
yeah, this is where endurance comes into effect.
Good job, good job. All right, boy, that could have been costly.
Cuts the
But
lead.
now a 15-13 lead.
1 point escape, right.
With the escape, it's 16-13.
Takedown ties it up. Ten seconds.
Goes in for a single, sprawls. And Ebralidze will hold on for a 16-13 decision.
Yeah, he did hold on for sure for that one. That's a tough win.
A win is a win, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of energy went into that win.
I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example of losing pretty.
189 pounds for Park Center, Jacob Hansen, and for Coon Rapids, Hunter James.
Another 8th grader, Hunter James, will take the mat for the Cardinals. And he'll go against senior captain Jacob Hansen for Park Center.
I went and watched that headlock right there. Oh, he's got to learn to keep his weight back. Last week, Coon Rapids, can't remember what teams they were, but on the weekend they wrestled 2 teams. Hunter pinned both his guys, and that was the difference in the duels.
Wow.
They won both duels.
Well, he had a good headlock to get Hansen to the mat, but Hansen countered and ends up in behind, getting the takedown in the early lead. Looking for a pinning combination up top.
I look at Hunter, and it reminds me of Mike Bothwell, who's one of our coaches. And Mike Bothwell came up when he was an 8th grader. He was a big 8th grader.
Remember him?
You don't usually see 8th graders at this weight level. Usually the 8th graders are the first couple weights. The juniors and seniors are the bigger weights, but Hunter's doing a good job.
Well, Hayden Skillings, who graduated last year, we saw him 4 years as the varsity heavyweight.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a good career for sure.
And it's it's big when you can have, especially guys. We talked about Alex Zhang at the beginning, to have that spark plug at the beginning every night. To have guys who can close the door is huge too. And if you've got someone like a Hayden Skillings or possibly a Hunter James here, they can be one of those upper weight guys to help you close the door every night. That's huge. James in some trouble here against Hansen. Trying to stay off his back. 15 seconds left in the first period. Able to get back to his base, but a 4-point near fall makes it 11-0 at the end. Oh, there's 7 seconds left.
Yep.
1 point unsportsmanlike conduct.
I'll still get 1 point.
A little too aggressive on his crossface.
But yeah, as an 8th grader for Hunter James, that's impressive to wrestle at this weight.
Well, to compete as a varsity athlete, really in any sport, as an 8th grader is impressive. You see it a lot more, obviously, in certain sports over others. But you can see just looking at the physical maturity of Hansen versus James. But give James 3-4 more years.
Yeah, absolutely.
He could be a very scary individual. He's got a solid frame, and he's still growing. Spent a lot of that first period on the bottom. He's starting it down there here in the second.
He's got to get his head up off the mat and try to put a little back pressure on his opponent so he can get to his feet. Warning call. Whenever your head is on the mat, the referee is thinking about warning you. At least he should be.
They got him turned there.
Yeah, it was a very quick turn, and this will likely I guess it'll put him 1 point away if it's only a 4-point near fall. Trying to pin instead of get the tech fall. James in a whole lot of trouble, and there is the pin at 3:03. It keeps the Pirates' hopes alive with 2 weight classes left. And Sarma Mori has really been outstanding for the Cardinals this year in the 215 spot.
He certainly has. He's had a really nice season as well. We're talking about him all the time on Sports Night.
Whenever I talk to Sarma Mori, he's such a gentleman. Nice kid.
He definitely has some size on him.
He is a big kid. Strong.
And I didn't catch the name of the Park Center wrestler. I know it wasn't Jakaya King who is listed. So always fun about wrestling because they can change that lineup at the drop of a hat.
Absolutely.
You can only go up 1 weight class. But, and a lot of people don't, a lot of fans don't understand what the coin flip means at the beginning of the match. Sometimes the coin flip determines who wins the duel. you know, in a close duel, it plays a factor because it determines who places their kid on the mat first.
I got you.
So the coach chooses odd or even. So the odd matches, if I have odd, I put my wrestler on the mat first for all the odd matches, and I cannot take him back. So once I present him to the table, he's on the mat.
He has to wrestle.
And then the opposing coach gets their choice as to who to put him up against.
So if you win the flip, are you almost always choosing evens?
You could depends upon the other team's lineup.
Right.
So, you know, Jack Bridenstine, he's at.
I think he wrestled up to 145.
Yeah, he went from 139 to 145.
Okay, so he weighed in. You got to go by where they weighed in at. So Jack is is listed at an even weight class. So 139 is the 6th weight class up. So he's an even weight class. So depending upon who the other team has at that weight, the opposing coach is going to look at, they look to see what kids are ranked, and they try to avoid those kids.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just wondering if you always went even, because then you get 7 of the. Your opponent has to present 7 of the 13.
Yeah, because we lost 1 weight class
Right.
down to 13 weight classes. That could have a deciding effect. But generally, you want to get your best matchups. If I think my stud can beat their stud, I put him up against him. But if I don't think he can beat him, I avoid him.
These two big boys really going at each other. No score in the first.
Very aggressive.
They got a 1-0 score here
1-0, yep.
in favor of Coon Rapids. We must have gotten an escape.
Except that they started both, or maybe they did start the second as in the down position. Either way.
Either way, it's 1-0.
Neither guy really giving up much.
No, not so far. It's kind of strength on strength.
Blood timeout for Park Center. Looks like a hand.
Yep, a finger.
Don't suppose you can put Vaseline on your hands. It's probably not gonna help you in your trying to control your opponent very much. Talk about everything that this sport demands of you, and then you look at how many guys wear knee braces, ankle braces, have their hands all taped up. They battle through injury. They piece themselves together on Thursday night. I was going to say Friday night, but it's a Thursday night. They piece themselves together on Thursday night, and they get out there and they go for it for 6 minutes. And so for that young man, just a couple more pieces of tape, bind up another flesh wound, and we're back at it. Midway through the second period.
This time of year, there's a lot of bumps and bruises. We look for an arm drag there.
Yeah, both these guys very strong.
This would be your weight class, wouldn't it be, Shapiro?
Yeah, 215. Yeah, right there. I'm down a little bit from there, but not much.
Not far enough to get under the 189?
No, I definitely cannot reach the 189. About 208.
Give me a week. I'll get you down
Yeah,
there.
I bet you would.
Neither guy getting anything going offensively through 2 periods. A 1-0 lead for Sarmamori going to the third period.
Yeah, very, very important period here for both guys. Not much of a cushion for the Cardinals.
Coon Rapids needs to win this match to guarantee a victory. We need this match. That was a really nice escape.
Yep, a quick one.
And that evens us up. And we're back to these two in a neutral position, strength on strength from their feet.
Ooh.
Hip toss just a little too wide. Fortunately for Mamori.
Perfectly legal.
He looked to the ref immediately.
He did.
Warning to Park Center for stalling.
Got 1:07 to go. 1-1 tie.
And we've acquired referee number 2.
Yes, we have.
We have the rover.
1 minute.
Park Center walks off the mat again. I think he'll get penalized. The referee doesn't want to penalize him this late in the match. They want to let the kids decide the winner, but at some point you got to stay in the center.
And outside of a couple of shots on each side, guys, these two seem to have been more concerned about not making a mistake.
Right.
But look who's backing. I referee a lot over the summer. I referee freestyle and Greco. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
That is a big takedown.
Huge. See,
20 seconds left.
and the first thing I look at when I have a close match is who's backing up.
You got 10 seconds. Penalty point. But he's going to hold on for the 4-3 win, and that will keep Park Center's hopes alive.
As a coach, that's one of the things that bothered me the most in a match is when a referee doesn't call stalling and that the other kid is backing up, my kid's chasing him, my kid is going to make a mistake. It forces our kid to be overly aggressive, and that's exactly what happened there. He was chasing him, and it backfired.
At heavyweight, for Park Center, Alex Dobo and Coon Rapids, Hussein
Hussein Al-Hassainawi is on the mat, and he's just got to avoid a tech fall or pin. As long as he can do that, stay off his back, the Cardinals will win. But Dolo,
I think he has a little bit of height on him. Dolo.
Out there, knows that he needs, and I don't know enough about the tiebreakers to go through it.
Tiebreakers.
One by one.
Whoever wins the most matches wins. In a tiebreaker.
It's a takedown for Dolo.
Goes most wins, most pins, most tech falls, most majors, and then who scored the first point in the most matches. And the reason I know that is we lost to Cambridge 2 years in a row. We were tied them 31-31, the exact same score 2 years in a row, and it came down to the 6th tiebreaker.
I think we did one of those matches. I remember
This is big trouble. Hassainawi on the edge. Dolo has him in the cradle. A lot of time left in this first period. A pin means a win for Park Center. After Coon Rapids early on looked like they had everything in control.
They did.
4-point near fall. Green.
A 4-point near fall. 7-0 lead for Dolo.
Well, at this point, 6-6 in matches.
Okay.
Yep.
So
This would be the deciding match then.
So then if it ends in a tech fall or a pin, it would be a Park Center victory.
Yep.
7-1 to start period number 2.
Just got to keep it close.
You
can see the concern riddled through Red's face.
Red's, Red's always here, no matter what the sport. That's why he's the #1 fan.
We have another #1 fan coming in tonight.
Who's that? Zahn Neighbor?
Nope, not Zahn. It's Abby Lovick.
Oh, yeah.
Abby Lovick.
Abby actually came to the sports night set one time.
We're gonna recognize her at just before the Totino-Grace match.
That's great.
She comes to all of our board meetings. She's a good fan.
Yeah.
Come on, kick it back, kick it back, kick it back.
If Al-Hassanaway can get the next takedown, change things dramatically instead. That's another 3-point takedown for Dolo. He's up 10-2 midway through the second period.
He's been controlling this one so far.
Another escape for Al-Hassanaway. And he comes back as the aggressor. Dolo, just a sophomore. That is a really big kid.
Yes, he's strong.
Looks like he's getting a little tired.
Yeah, it does.
Dives in for a double leg. Al-Hassanaway can't keep him off. A trip, another takedown. A 13-3 advantage late in the second period.
Well, he found a little energy there.
The Pirate faithful on the far side are fired up.
Yes.
For the performance that Alex Dolo has been putting forth. They've won the last 2. And here again with a tech fall or a pin, the Pirates will win. 10-point lead for Dolo to start the third. Al-Hassanaway quickly to his feet and able to get the escape. 3 takedowns in the match so far for Dolo. 1 right to taking Al-Hassanaway right to his back in the first period. He's got another takedown, and it's a 12-point lead. And I would think, Bobby, we talked about it, the change to the 3 points. It's always been a strategy for someone who's really good at takedowns to trade takedowns and escapes.
Sure.
It's even more beneficial in a 3-to-1 situation than it was when it was 2-to-1.
Yes, without a doubt. Being good on your feet is really, really important, more so than ever.
But any back points here would mean, I suppose he could get 2.
He could.
That would not do it. 3 points is what's needed for A tech fall. Dolo switches sides, tries to drive through while Hasanaway spreads out, stays flat. 30 seconds left, working up top.
20 seconds to go.
The Cardinal faithful know what's at stake as well. They're cheering. That's a huge escape.
That is a huge point.
And everybody on the bench said, stay away, stay away. Not give up a takedown. And that is a huge effort just to avoid giving up the extra bonus point. It's going to be a 32-31 win for the Cardinals.
That's called eking out a win, but as you talked about, a win's a win.
A win is a win.
And that is how the Cardinals wanted to start. They were hoping it was maybe a little bit more decisive, but they get the win nonetheless. 32-31 is the final. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with part 2 when the Cardinals take the mat against Totino-Grace after this.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected. And we look forward to 10,000 more.
to all of our Coon Rapids fans that are here, remember, if you are alumni, make sure that you have got your sheet filled out. Make sure that you got your name. Also, all parents and fans, parents and alumni, please grab a t-shirt. If you haven't gotten a Coon with us a t-shirt yet this year, please make sure you go grab one sometime here before the end of the night. Thank you, everybody.
Now at 107 pounds for Totino-Grace, Kevin Bailey, and for Park Center, Samson Taumua. Three-point takedown, right? One-point skate, green. Three-point takedown, red.
Nice.
begin the first period. 4-point near fall. Red is Fred Choice. Red team stop. With a victory by fall, a time of 2 minutes 46 seconds, Kellen Vanderbeek. At 114 pounds, for Totino-Grace, Matthew Lang, and for Park Center, Giovanni Yang. Three-point takedown, Red. Three-point takedown, Green. And that's the end of the first period. Green's choice. Green chooses down. 121 pounds for Totino-Grace, Blade Penny, and for Park Center, Zay Vang. Three-point takedown, green. 1 point stake, red. Three-point takedown, green.
Tempo.
4-point near fall, green.
Get the arm. Circle the head. Keep fighting.
4 near fall, green.
Get one. Keep the back and turn it. Where's the farmer? Try to get the arm on the back. Arm sweep. Got 30 seconds. Slow. Pick it up. There you go. Right there.
Back by check ball. At a time of 1 minute 45 seconds, Zay Vang. At 127 pounds, for Totino-Grace, Ite Valero, and for Park Center, Nico Vang. Three-point takedown, green. For the victory by fall, 1 minute and 12 seconds, Nico Vang. At 133 pounds, for Totino-Grace, Logan Ressnider, and for Park Center, Kai Beatty. 3-point takedown, green. Two-point reversal, red. Two-point near fall, red. And the Patriots red choice. Red chooses down. Two-point reversal, red. Three-point near fall, red. For the victory by fall in a time of 3 minutes and 37 seconds, Logan Refsnyder. At 139 pounds for Totino-Grace, Jackson Refsnyder, and for Park Center, Tony Mula. So the victory by technical foul in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, Jackson Snyder. At 145 pounds, for Totino-Grace, Isaac Lazal, and for Park Center, Tyler Liebens. Escape, Green. Red chooses down.
Tyler.
Two-point takedown, right? Four-point near fall, right? For the victory by major decision, Isaac Vazal. At 152 pounds for Totino-Grace, Dane Bonebreak, and for Park Center, Jalen Vang.
back pressure. Step up.
Red choice. Red chooses down. One point escape, right? Gonna pause for blood time. With a victory by decision, Dean Homebreak. At 160 pounds for Totino-Grace, Landon Gazal, and for Park Center, Lamine Sabali. 3-point takedown, red. With a victory by fall in 54 seconds, Landon Rizzo. Now at 172 pounds for Totino-Grace, Peyton Hurst, and for Park Center, Brandon Ruzala. Three takedown red, one point escape green. 3-point takedown red. With a victory by fall in 27 seconds, Peyton Hurst. At 189 pounds for Totino-Grace, Daniel Dahlman, and for Park Center, Jacob Hansen. At 215 pounds for Totino-Grace, Joe Cruzy, and for Park Center, Jakai King. Three-point takedown, red. 1-point escape, green. Three-point takedown, red. End of the period, it's green choice. Green chooses neutral. Three-point takedown, red. With a victory by fall in 2 minutes 54 seconds, Joe Cruzy. At 285 pounds, for Totino-Grace, Totino-Lolo, and for Park Center, Alex Dolo. Three-point takedown, red. Four-point win fall, red. At the end of the first period is red choice. reverse. Green chooses neutral. Three-point takedown, red.
Yes, yes, yes. Keep it flat. Yep. Yep. Keep that leg. You're good. You're good. Put it again. Stay on it. Stay on it.
Four-point near fall, red. With a victory by fall in 3 minutes, 49 seconds, Fua Tamualobo. And that concludes our second duel of the evening. Totino-Grace Eagles 54, Park Center Pirates 17. Just to note for all of our Coon Rapids alumni that are here this evening, there will be a social after tonight's third duel. That'll be at Boulevard Bar and Grill on Coon Rapids Boulevard. Good evening. Welcome to Alumni Night here at our triangular. Our final duel will be Coon Rapids versus Totino-Grace. We want to introduce our esteemed alumni that are here this evening. Just one more reminder before we get started, we are going to have a social at Boulevard Bar and Grill on Coon Rapids Boulevard for the alumni after tonight's duel. First up, Alexander Calderella, graduated 2015. Next, Michael Bothwell, graduated 2015, two-time captain, third place state 2015. Stephen Mason, 2013, just had a good time. John Skelbred, 1995, graduating, just had the greatest time. Skip Ramsey, assistant coach from 68 to 70, and the announcer from 88 to 2001. Tim Mandyke, graduated 2017, fifth place state, 2019 Oxford National Champs. Paul Ward, 1981, Tom Lubbock's best buddy. Bruce Shermer, graduated 1980. Jason Adams, graduated 2006. His proudest accomplishment is my smile. Bobby Taxic, graduated in 79. Eric Berdahl, graduated 2009, state champion 2009. Colton Johnson, graduated 2025, proudest accomplishment placing top 5 at JV Conference. Haley Lattery, graduated 2019, Army veteran. Gary Griffith, graduated 1988. Chris Lattery, graduated 2024. Charles Medina, graduated 2024. Nick Lattery, graduated 2021. Bob Montague, graduated class of 1972, runner-up at state 1972, with 40-plus years of coaching. Jake Montague, graduated 2012. Bailey Ratliff, 2015. Don Levinsky, graduated in 94. Proudest accomplishment, announcer. Austin Levinsky, graduated in 2012. Kiana Baker, graduated in 2015, all-conference, two-time state entrant, two-time captain. Tristan Hargrave, graduated 2025. 2025 captain. Austin Navarro, graduated 2019. Todd Griffith, graduated in 1999, all-conference and team captain. Noah Glenn, graduated 2000, all-conference. Muffy Glenn, graduated 2002, awesome manager. Robert Warner, 2016. Mark Udin, 1972, all-conference tri-captain. Tom Lubbock, graduated 1981. Hank Lubbock, 2016. Katie Griffith, 2025, manager. Proudest accomplishment, getting to spend time with my dad. Bob Adams, graduated in 1979. Proudest accomplishment, watching my sons win state titles. Jared Jakowski, graduated 2015, two-time section champ. Allie Jakowski, graduated 2015. And Brandon McGinty, graduated 2005. That's it for all of our alumni here this evening. Let's give them a round of applause. I know Bob's probably got a photographer up top, so if you alumni could just sit tight on the mat here for a second. Set yourselves on the mat, look up to the top of the bleachers, give us a big old smile, and we'll take your photo for posterity here. Watch out, we got the old guys kneeling in front, they might fall over. Thank you. Let's hear one more time for our alumni. And one more time this evening, let's hear it for your Coon Rapids Cardinals!
Back at the field house and about ready to get the second half of the Coon Rapids duel underway. The Totino-Grace Eagles took care of Park Center relatively quickly and easily. And after a 32-31 win over the Pirates in the first match of the night, Cardinals know this will be a greater challenge. Joe Young, along with Howie Shapiro and the legendary coach Bob Adams, with you for tonight's action. And this will be definitely a great test for the home squad.
Yeah, Bob, you had an opportunity to watch Totino here tonight. You know, what are your thoughts coming into this one against the Cardinals?
They're a strong team. They've got some hammers in their lineup. They got 4 ranked wrestlers.
Yep.
Number 2 ranked, number 3 ranked, number 4, and a 5. So they're going to be a handful. But you never know. That's why you wrestle the match.
Absolutely. On any given Thursday.
On any given Thursday.
Yep.
Samir Al-Karawi starting it off with a takedown on Kellen Vandermeide.
1-3, skip.
Samir had a pin in the first match, just over a minute into the contest.
3-point takedown. 3.
And now he's got to fight from behind. A takedown for Vandermeide gives him the 4-3 advantage.
Vandermeide, an 8th grader. Al-Karawi, a 9th grader. So a couple of youngsters going at it.
Cardinals started the match with Park Center with a couple of quick pins in the first period. But that lead, although they held it the whole way, got a lot closer at the very end.
It definitely did. Just as you mentioned, a 1-point win for the Cardinals. And you also mentioned that the Eagles handled the Park Center team easily in their matchup.
Remember, it was 54-18 or something in that general area. It was a lot to a little.
It was.
And that includes, I think Park Center had 2 or 3 pins. Maybe 2 pins and a tech fall, something like that. And this is going to be a first period pin for Kellen Vandermeide, able to get the slap on the mat in 151.
Kellen Vandermeide.
So an early, quick lead for the Eagles.
Alex Young ready to take the mat.
At 114 pounds for Totino-Grace, Blade Hennig, and for Coon Rapids, Alex John.
Blade Hennig,
Another 8th
wrestler
grader.
for, what's that?
Another 8th grader.
Yeah, they've got some youth throughout the lineup. A couple of freshmen up top as well. We talked about during Park Center. Usually you see those younger guys, the middle schoolers, and the freshmen in these lower weights. Coon Rapids had 3 8th graders wrestle against Park Center, including 189.
Alex Jean is wrestling up in weight here, so he's having a great season.
He is. As we talked about in that first match, he was in the top 10 for a little while.
And he's going to get another very quick pin. This one just 45 seconds. So 2 pins on the night, less than 2 minutes on the mat for Alex Young.
Great to see that pin.
At 121 pounds for Totino-Grace, Matthew Lang, and for Coon Rapids, Michael Demcho-Heil.
Michael Demcho-Heil on to take on Matthew Lang of Totino-Grace.
Yeah, we talk about young players every time here. Both of these wrestlers, 8th graders. I'd love to see the fact that 8th graders are getting that opportunity.
It'll pay off down the road.
Yep.
Michael Demcho-Heil lost by a pin in the second period against Park Center. Hoping for a better outcome here. He's going to get the first points with a solid takedown.
Yeah, really nice takedown by him.
Lang scrambling to get away. Dempsey Heil staying in control off the mat. They'll reset at center.
Looking over to the coaching staff, everybody's has an opinion on what he should do.
Quick switch for Lang. Dempsey Heil able to break him back down. Nearly escaping is Lang, but Dempsey Heil able to get him back to the mat. Talked to Coach Tronson a little bit between matches. He's talking about the injuries they've suffered over the last couple of weeks. Missing 3 or 4 of their normal starters, especially at the upper weights. And after, as he was watching Totino, he said, you know, it's a really tough lineup, and we're going to really need to get a big lead in the lower weights if we hope to hold on with all the spots that we have guys stepping up and filling in the upper weights due to those injuries.
Yeah, they were really excited at the beginning of the season. They've got quite a few kids out for the sport of wrestling, and sometimes when the injuries start stacking up, it makes it a lot harder.
It makes it earn your paycheck as a coach. That is for sure.
I remember my last year coaching, we had 2 of our varsity kids at the section tournament in the lineup. Everybody else was hurt.
Huh.
It was horrible.
Unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah, we had 2 kids in the hospital at the same time.
Wow.
Dempsey Heil got in on the fireman's carry attempt. Lang able to hold him off. Momentarily had control of that right ankle. Still trying to get in deep on the leg. Dempsey Heil squeezing tight to the right thigh of Lang. Lang over the top and eventually stopped for a stalemate.
Yep.
It's alumni night at the field house.
Yeah, had a pretty decent turnout. I didn't see the Golden Grappler here, though. I was a little disappointed. John Nienaber.
Cardinals would love to give the alumni a pair of victories against conference opponents. Lang trying to get Dempsey Heil in the cradle.
He's got to flatten out right here to break that grip.
And now in a lot of trouble. 20 seconds left right in the middle of the mat.
They're just trying to avoid that pin.
He is going to survive the end of the period.
Down by 4 going into the third. All right, we need a takedown here.
Lang goes for the double. Dempsey Heil able to successfully thwart that attempt. Now trying to get in deep on the waist as well.
Another stalemate.
Tronson's trying to get him to turn the corner on that single. It's all about angles. If you can get the angle and get the advantage. So he's attacking straight ahead. Makes it a little harder.
Keep going, Michael. Go the other way.
Lang, the one able to get his hips around behind and complete the takedown. Pushes his lead to 10-3.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of building this lead here. Now in the third period, pretty fairly comfortable under a minute left.
It's got to build its base on the bottom. We call it a wiggle worm, getting your hips out from below the guy on top.
Looking at a half Nelson on the left side, now switches to the right. Demsho Howell able to keep him off at least a little bit.
Keeping those feet on the mat.
Joe and Howie, how long have you guys been with CTN now doing this? How many years?
So this past fall was the start of our 29th year doing it.
29 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Goes quickly.
You guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you.
One thing that I always admire is how positive you guys are with the kids. And
you know why? Because we're just kids ourselves.
Well, and the bottom line is they're kids.
Yep.
yeah,
And this is a really special time. I have always had a special spot in my heart for high school athletics, but really it has broadened over the time, all high school extracurriculars. The high school experience is such a finite portion of your life, and it really determines a lot about who you become. And participating in extracurriculars, whether that's athletics, whether it's arts, whether it's debate, adds to that experience and helps you create and find out who you really are. And that is a really fast pin.
Yeah, it is a quick one.
29-second pin for Solero over Tyler Ribeiro.
I don't know for sure, but it looks like they might be bumping Ref Snyder up.
I think there's two of them, aren't there? Two Ref Snyders?
Yes, there is. So against Bridenstine, possibly.
Yeah, because this is Jackson, and he's actually rated number 3.
This is Jackson here.
Yeah, they just said it was Jackson. He's rated number 3 at
Okay, then they're not going to bump him up.
133.
I thought they were going to bump him up, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Well, they have Logan listed at 133 and
They do.
Jackson at 139.
Unless it was Logan who wrestled at 127.
And again, what we don't see is the weigh-in sheet, because
Yeah.
the roster doesn't mean a lot. It's the weigh-in sheet that matters. So unless he weighed in at 39, he could wrestle 45. But if this is Jack, I don't think Logan's going to jump over Jack in the lineup.
Well, I didn't hear the
Oh, look out!
the
That was an awkward position.
Yeah.
It's good that he got up quickly. Nixon's got those long legs. He's got to learn to kick them back a little sooner.
Well, Jackson Refschneider is the senior. Again, Nixon's just a freshman. Maybe taking some lumps this year,
Well,
but he's going to be a big part of this puzzle for the next couple of years.
Well, as Bob mentioned, it's a growing experience for some of these younger wrestlers, are just learning and continuing to get better.
And what most fans don't see is the grind. The month of January, February, it's a grind.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids, they start the season, but they don't finish. And hopefully, everybody at Coon Rapids sticks it out and finishes the season and build on it for next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
I know Nixon will be back, that's for sure.
He has to.
Yeah, I don't know that he gets to stay at home if he decides not to wrestle. It's definitely a wrestling household and a family affair here tonight, as we talked about. Noah on the bench and Muffy up running the alumni table. It got to talk to both of them for a brief moment here before this one started. And of course, as you mentioned, we've been here 29 years. So yes, we were here when they were the captain and the manager.
Yes, we were.
Of your team. I didn't hear when they graduated. I probably don't want to know.
2002, I think it was.
Said I don't want to know.
I think it was 2000.
Was it 2000? I thought.
I think no, it might have been 2000 or 2001.
2002, or were they in different years? So.
I'm not sure.
Okay, because I thought they said 2002 for Muffy, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right, actually. I said I don't want to know, but.
Well, yeah, when you say you don't want to know, that's exactly what I want to tell you.
Well, they're two instrumental people in our program.
For sure.
My wife, Kathy, has been a big part of our program.
Absolutely.
100%.
Muffy supports Adam Tronson very well.
Nope.
My wife supported me very well. It's just you can't do it by yourself.
Nope.
I've always said I'm a spoke in the wheel, and it takes a lot of spokes to keep the wheel turning.
Yes, it does.
Come on, Nixon, let's go.
Ref Schneider having his way with him so far late in this second period. A 12-2 lead.
So this is Jackson, correct?
Yes, that's what they said.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it because I wasn't listening.
I did
or
hear.
paying attention
I was listening.
as normal.
I mean, if this is Jackson, he's ranked number 3 in the state.
Yeah.
So if Nixon can get through the match, at least finish the match, that's a feather in his cap.
Absolutely.
We'll go to the third period with Ref Schneider holding a 12-2 lead.
Red choice.
Right, Nixon's choosing top. Hopefully he can lock up a cradle here. Well,
You don't get escape much quicker than that.
Yeah, definitely a quick escape.
And now a takedown straight to the back would have ended as a tech fall.
3-point takedown. Green.
And now a 16-2 lead.
As you mentioned, having his way with them here.
Well, as we talked about quite a bit in the Park Center, it's about experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're up against a guy who's got 3 more years. Potentially dangerous, put a little too much pressure on the shoulder.
the referee's job, first priority is the safety of the wrestler. He did a good job blowing the whistle there.
Yep, got to keep him safe.
And he says, let's just give him an escape and then a takedown. It would end this as a tech fall.
He's looking for a pin.
Bob, we were talking about things that that we remember over the career that necessarily doesn't have to do with a win or a pin. But one year, if you remember, an Andover, I think it was an Andover parent came out of the stand to pull his kid off a Cardinal wrestler.
And we lost that dual meet
Yeah,
by
One point. By one
Yep.
point.
I remember very well.
And then the time Fuji Vang picked up a wrestler and did the airplane spin. That was one of our favorites as well. Had nothing to
Vang.
do with wins or pins. Just good, great memories over the years.
That was funny.
Yep.
Fuji Vang was fun to watch.
Yep.
Funny story at the state tournament. Coach Tronson was weighing in. When you get to the state tournament, they usually have eight or nine scales. You can challenge every scale. If you don't make weight on one scale, you can make it on the other. Well, we're at the state tournament, and Tronson's got Fuji down there, and he was at, I think, 103 pounds, and he kept coming up 1/10 of a pound over. Fuji had a glass eye.
Oh.
He had his eye poked out when he was a little kid
Oh, wow.
by a stick in the woods. So he gets to the 8th scale, and he pulls out his glass eye.
Oh my God.
To make
To
weight.
make weight.
To make weight.
Anything for the squad.
And he made weight.
That's fantastic.
That's a great story. I'd never heard that one before. Oh, I love it.
Another reason why Fuji Vang is legendary.
Yes.
Fuji Vang.
The airplane spin, yeah,
That's the best.
And the fact that we had it on camera.
Yep.
We were here for that.
Yep.
This is Ben Rosendahl for the Cardinals. I did not hear who was announced for Totino. I'm going to guess that it's Jackson, that it's Sam Anderson, who is the sophomore listed in the 139 spot since Jackson Ref Schneider was just on.
Come on, Ben. Throw it hard. Come on. Squeeze.
It's a good headlock, just trying to get him turned.
Come on, get it.
Oh, almost had it.
How quickly it goes from a possible pinning combination to finding yourself underneath. So the only points of the first period is that takedown for Anderson, when essentially all he did was squeeze his head back out of the headlock and not stay behind his opponent.
Deal with a little blood.
Well, it's such a taxing aerobic sport to begin with.
It is.
And then you stuff
Cotton up
your nose, so you can only breathe out of one side of your
I've seen
nose.
him
I
with
can't
both.
even imagine.
I'm sure you have too. Seen him with both
Oh,
nostrils
absolutely.
plugged.
It's a beautiful sport, man.
Yes, it is. It is. Mano y mano.
It is. There are certain things, to be sure, that you will only see at a wrestling meet. But I can't imagine competing with my nose full of cotton.
No.
I mean, it does happen occasionally in other sports, just not nearly as often.
Ryan was a bleeder. He bled all the time.
Yeah.
So as Ryan obviously has moved on to the adult world and a father of himself, he's got a couple of girls I hear are gymnasts.
Yep.
How's Grandpa handle the gymnastics?
It's fun. My wife and I, Kathy, we went down we're out to Wisconsin, Milwaukee last week. Next month we're going to Iowa to watch. It's poetry in motion, gymnastics, and I don't know anything about gymnastics other than if you fall off the high bar, you
don't get points.
You get hurt. But yeah, they're fun to watch, and we're doing the grandpa thing.
That's great.
And it's a lot of fun.
I bet it is.
Yep, you don't have to know anything about it. Just be there to support.
Yeah, just show up. That's all you have to do.
That's all we do. They know we're in the crowd. We're watching them,
and that's another thing, as we talked about earlier. The finite time you have for high school sports, but youth sports in general, to have the support of family is. To some of us, it seems like, oh, well, of course, because my parents were always there. But to go through the process as a coach and a parent, to see the other kids that didn't have that kind of support, it's...
And the beauty of the sport of wrestling is if you don't have that family support, some kids don't have male role models at home. The coaches become the male role models.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's what I was going to say.
This is a family.
When you saw that, it was heartbreaking, but at the same time, you went out of your way to make sure that they understood that you were there for them too.
Yeah.
The confidence one gains through the trials and tribulations of any sport, again, just contribute dramatically to who you become. So after 2 periods now, a 9-0 lead for Anderson. Coon Rapids could really use a win here.
They certainly could. Trailing 20-6.
Nice, Braves. Good job.
Still got that headlock squeezed, and he got him rolled back over, and now Rosendahl in some trouble.
Bridge, keep bridging. Got to keep fighting. Come on.
Oh, he's doing a great job of just making sure he doesn't get pinned, but he's using a lot of energy doing so.
And there's a lot of time left.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a tech fall or it's going to be a pin. Four back points. Unless there's a slap on the mat. Under a minute to go. Give Rosendahl a lot of credit for continuing to stay active underneath and roll back to his base, and that's going to be the tech fall.
See, that he was in a lot of pain in that headlock. And it's another thing fans don't see is the pain that some of these kids are in, and they fight through that pain. He could have laid flat, but he didn't.
He did not.
Five straight wins, 25. Oh no, it's 4 straight wins. And now a 25-6 lead.
145 pounds for Totino-Grace, Jack Barrett. And for Coon Rapids, Jack Bridenstine.
Jack Garrett against Jack Bridenstine. Bridenstine wastes no time. A quick takedown and made pretty quick work of his opponent in the first match as well.
Did.
That's a tech.
Got that tech fall in just a minute 42.
1 point escape. Green. 3-point takedown. Red.
Escape, another takedown, and we'll see if he can't find the pinning combination, how long he battles for it. Not very long. He'll let him go again. You become a lot more dangerous when you're confident in your abilities from your feet.
Absolutely. And Jack is definitely one of those wrestlers.
And he has a number of different takedown moves. This one going straight to the back. He got the tech fall in the first. He would rather get a slap on the mat. There it is. 1:08.
1 minute and 8 seconds. Jack Bridenstine Stein.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jack does at the state tournament. He, I can't remember what place he took last year. Was it
5th or 6th?
Yeah.
I think 5th. I think it was 5th.
For Totino-Grace, Dane Bowbreak. And for Coon Rapids,
But yeah, he's driven, and again, when I talked to him at the beginning of the year, he's a 3-year captain for the program, and he came in. It didn't take him long when I said, "What are you looking forward to? What do you want to do this year?" He said, "I want to go back to state, and I want to be up on the Wall of Fame. I want to be out where everybody can see me."
I hope he does
it's
it.
there forever.
I hope he does it.
He will.
Yep.
Keep forgetting to listen to who's being asked.
Well, it's bone break for Totino. I didn't hear who was the Cardinal.
Is this Camden Thomas?
Yeah, I think so.
Wrestled here last time. That's a solid takedown. Yeah, Dane Bonebreak is a great name for wrestling.
It is.
It's a great name for any sport, really, but Bonebreak.
Yeah, that's great.
Thomas in control on top, but having very little to work with. Nice job keeping Bonebreak from escaping. Right on the edge of the mat, he was working on a armbar on the left side, but that would roll him opposite way. Again, a good job when Bonebreak kind of got the switch out. He was broken right back down. So it'll be a 3-0 lead for Thomas after one.
Red defers. Green chooses down.
Bonebreak, despite spending a lot of that first period underneath Thomas, is going to start there in the second by choice. Gets to his feet quickly this time and able to break free. Nice job on the splay to keep Bonebreak away from his legs, trying to control that left arm up top.
That quick first move, it's all about leverage there.
He's got to get off his knees here. Can't be on both knees. He should be controlling the elbow from the bottom. Hands are on the mat, which he should be on the elbow. Get off your knees. Come on.
I hear half a dozen people behind me saying elbow, elbow.
3-point takedown. Green.
They must have been in our practice room.
Yeah, it's ingrained.
It is ingrained.
Absolutely.
And I've been watching Jason coach these little kids in the mat bandits, and boy, they go to these tournaments and they get a takedown, and immediately they go to a cross-face cradle. Every single
Every
kid,
time?
it's ingrained in them. They know exactly what to do, and
I love that. tight one.
So a 3-point lead after the first for Thomas, now a 4-3 lead after the second for Bone Break.
That is a good name for wrestling.
Yeah.
For a wrestler. Come on, Camden, we need a point here. Need a takedown.
Yeah, both are kind of just planning a little course of action, just with this score being so close here in the third.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they've gone from being equally aggressive to being equally non-aggressive,
Right.
worried about making the mistake. Bone Break finally breaks through and gets a takedown, and it's a big 3 points.
Yeah, it is. We're under a minute.
Trying to get the cradle on underneath.
Yeah, he's got the leg locked in there. He's got it tight.
Thomas just trying to stay as flat as he can. He's able to break free, and
Yeah, Bone Break took a look at the clock to see where it was, knowing he has that 7-3 lead.
and it's looking like that's going to be a final. So a 7-3 decision for Bone Break will push the lead to 28-12 for the Eagles with 5 weight classes remaining.
At 160 pounds for Totino-Grace, Landon Bizal, and for Coon Rapids, Gavin Conway.
Landon Bizal for Totino-Grace. Gavin Conway on the mat at 160 for the Cardinals. And a very quick takedown for Bizal. Have to stop for the equipment issue.
Yep, got to adjust it, make sure it's snapped.
He's looking for a tilt here. Nice elevator with his foot.
Very quick takedown and a lot of work on top for Bizal. Switching up tactics, trying to get Conway flipped over. A lot of time to try and ride it out underneath.
It is. And again, he's doing a good job of not letting himself get turned, but
There's a roll through tilt right there. That's a nice roll. The way to stop that move is to go with it. You don't fight it. You go with it. Keep the momentum going to stay out of it.
3 points for near fall. 6-0 lead, under 30 seconds remaining in the first period.
Stop for potentially dangerous.
Final 10 seconds. They reset in the middle for a potentially dangerous. Headset comes off. That's going to stop us again.
He's going to get a different one because he's had some issues with it, keeping it snapped.
Conaway gets a switch, but not enough time to try and escape. It'll be a 6-0 lead for Bazal going to the second.
Okay, we need to get a takedown here. Get back in the match.
Still plenty of time, obviously, but yeah, you want to get those. You try to get those first 3 points here for.
3-point takedown.
But not by the Cardinals, unfortunately.
Conaway had a good shot, but a better counter for Bazal. He ends up behind, and again, early in period number 2, he finds himself in the control position, and Bazal fighting to find a way out from underneath. It hurts my shoulder just watching.
I know. I know.
There's a lot of pain out there, believe me.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Oh, blood. Stoppage.
Always gives coaches an opportunity to talk about what they're seeing, give some pointers, an extra chance to catch your breath as well.
Got to clean up the mat as well. Coach Tronson out there doing so.
I was just going to say,
Does it all.
Does it all.
Yep.
Does it all.
The coach for Totino-Grace, his name is Doug Spiel. He's as old as dust. He's been around forever. He's a good guy, good coach. Got a lot of respect for him.
How long has he been the coach at Totino? A while?
A long
Yeah.
time. Over 20 years for sure.
That's great.
Back to action midway through the second. And Bazal continues to be in control.
He's got to build his base and come up into a quad pod, you know, kind of like a 4-point stance in football.
I was just going to say that.
And he's having a hard time doing that because Bazal's doing a really good job pushing the pressure forward, so he can't do that. It's where the weightlifting and the get comes back into play, your core strength. You got to be able to fight back and pressure back. Here's another tilt. Roll through tilt. He's fighting it. And again, the way he's got to stop that, he's got to go with it.
So it'll be 9-0 after 2.
And that comes with experience, learning how to stop those rolls.
Bazal's going to let him up. Conaway a couple of takedowns so far. Just quick at rotating and getting behind.
Doug Spiel's not too happy with him. He wants him to cut him, and the kid won't cut him. Bazal won't cut him.
Got to listen to the coach, don't you?
Well, not all. You would hope they would.
Now he did.
Sometimes they don't. A nice pass by there. Real nice.
3-point takedown. Green. 1 point skate. Red.
He's looking for the tech fall.
He glanced up at the clock just to see how much time he had left for that.
Takedown would give him the 15-point lead. A couple of times that he's had takedowns off of counter moves, and here's another one, and it ends the match with an 18-3 tech fall in 5:34.
5 minutes, 34 seconds. Light didn't resolve.
So I'll make it 33-12 in favor of the Eagles.
And that will clinch the win.
Totino-Grace,
Yeah. No. Well, there's still 24 points available. I suppose if they got four pins,
Yeah.
possible.
Peyton Herbst for Totino is ranked number 4 at 172 in AA.
1 point skate. Red.
That's a beautiful duck.
Takedown. Green.
This Hunter James again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Hunter's,
Another 8th grader.
Yeah.
And again, you put him out there against the top 10 guy at 172. That's trial by fire right there, young man.
Well, in 4 years, it'll be Hunter's turn, and he'll be doing
Yep.
this to some other 8th grader. I remember when Hunter was probably in 2nd or
the pen.
3rd grade. He would cry. Every match he would be crying, and he would be yelling, and he'd be winning. He'd be winning the match.
Oh, really?
And he'd be crying.
So now they've clinched the win.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about it in the Park Center match when it lasted a little longer. We had a little more to talk about it. You don't see the really young guys at those big weight classes, and he's out there doing battle not only at that higher weight class at 172, but against some of the best in the state at 172.
Right. And that's hard. And again, experience and age make a difference. If you go to the summer wrestling programs, freestyle and Greco, it's all age and weight. Where here, it's just weight. So they separate the kids by age and weight over the summer. And usually the guys wrestling over the summer, they're all top 10 kids.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. So much of the improvement in any sport comes in the off season. I think just about every athlete benefits from being a multi-sport athlete, but you can still train in multiple sports in every season, and meaning that while you're playing football, you still, get out and you do a little bit of wrestling on the weekends or what have you. And certainly with wrestling, those athletes who spend the time and do the work in the off season and go to those tournaments and experience the different types of wrestling that are available to them in the summer, come back and they are, one, way better, and two, even more excited about the sport of wrestling.
Sure. Because they know they've, in wrestling, they've been battling over the summer with guys in the top 10, even though they may not even be a ranked wrestler. They've been wrestling ranked wrestlers, which now they're wrestling an unranked wrestler. They know they have a better chance of winning.
Vachi Abradlidze trying to get some back points before the end of the first period. It looks like he will run out of time. Here he'll have the 3-0 lead going to the second.
Vachi went to camp over the summer. Our team went to Wisconsin over the summer. Vachi went, I think it was 12-0.
Wow, it's impressive.
He's a nice young kid, too. A
Yes.
good head on his shoulders.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what exactly role he plays with the football team in the fall. We saw him play a little bit of quarterback when there were some injuries piling up this past season, primarily lining up as a receiver, but we
Yes.
saw him in the backfield as well. I think we may have seen him play a little defense too, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a tough kid. That was a nice snap down he just did. Watch, he'll do it again. The mouse always comes back to the cheese. Here comes a snap down. Watch, here it comes. Here, he's got his hand on it.
Oh,
Didn't get it.
that cheese is still there.
The cheese is still there.
It brought Leedsy a very close 16-13 win.
Nice back trip.
And he's got Dobelson in a little bit of trouble now.
He's got to control that inside arm. Can't let those arms get away. Oh, he got
There it is.
Good for him. Nice job.
Like to see it.
3:04 the pin.
3 minutes and 4 seconds. Pache Ulice.
This next guy's tough, Joe Cruzy,
Yeah, he's number two. He's number 2 at 215.
ranked number 2 in the state.
Yeah.
His dad's a coach on the Totino-Grace team. He's a surgeon. He actually replaced my knee a couple
Did
years.
you get a discount?
I did not get a
That's
discount.
too bad.
I'm going to have to talk to him about that.
You should. As a fellow wrestling community.
Doctor,
Well, I was thinking more for the advertising. He's giving him free for right now.
yeah. Anybody who has a knee problem out there, Dr. Cruzy's your man. He's good.
Sar Mamori lost a tough one in the Park Center match.
did.
And talking to Coach Trotson in between, he said, you know, we really need Sar to come up big because he's going to be battling one of the best. And we need him to come up with a win. Of course, at this point, the team battle has been decided in favor of Totino, but still want to go out there and
Yeah, Cruzy's strong.
He's
have a good
strong
showing.
kid.
There it is.
Yeah, it didn't last long, just 46 seconds.
Yeah, Dr. Cruzy, when Ryan broke his leg his senior year, I took him to the Mercy Hospital. Doctor wanted to cast him. I said no. Took Ryan home with a broken leg. I called 6 doctors the next morning. Only one doctor called me back. It was Dr. Cruzy.
Wow.
And Dr. Cruzy wrestled for Mankato State.
Oh, wow.
So he knew the mental part of the game.
Sure.
He called Ryan in and put a couple of screws in his leg. And Ryan was back on the mat in 3 weeks, which was amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was broken in practice when he was wrestling, like 135 at the time, and he was wrestling at like the 215 or the heavyweight or something in practice.
It was.
It fell on his leg.
His name was Brad. He was about 170 pounds. He's a big kid, big strong kid. But yeah,
And again, went the whole season without giving up a single takedown. Just an amazing story.
Oh, he's in trouble.
And you want to talk about a kid that that was fired up and helping coach on the bench. No one more so than Ryan.
There's the pin.
A 55-second pin, so the last 2 go very quick, less than a minute. And it'll be a 51-18 win for Totino-Grace.
Yeah, relatively quick work.
well, you guys are invited to Boulevard Bar and Grill.
Thank you.
You'd like to join us?
Appreciate that.
We'll be meeting over there at Free Hors d'oeuvres.
Well, we appreciate that. We're glad we were able to be here
Yes.
for the alumni night and to get to see these teams. A couple of matches. 1-1 for the Cardinals. The final for this one is 51-18 in favor of Totino-Grace. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, 51-18. Want to thank Bob Adams for joining us here tonight. As always, Howie Shapiro and myself, good night.